dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still...
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. Joey Slye, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. Maybe out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They got 29 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Vikings at 2-10 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ridge.
Back to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 on the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Kene Nwangu, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Downing. Rodgers brings it in. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Downing.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Downing. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Peterson. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Trap 50, trap 50. Go quick.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 18 ready. Check, match, check, 19 right, track 60.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 7, Commanders 9.
To throw on 2nd down. Downing. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And they work this out past the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's Elliott, complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second and 6. It's caught. Smith.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Okay, ready? Mustang 19, 3. Cup 19, Panther 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
To number 89. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
60. 18 Randall. 19 White.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Looking to throw on second down. Downing. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First and 10. Downing.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And now the rookie's free.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Commanders 14, Vikings 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Rig alert! Rig alert! Panther 11! Panther 11!
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Get the Pirates! Get the Pirates! Grab 50! Grab 50! 18 rattle! 18 rattle!
Now back to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Shot before break. Downing. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
To throw on second down. Downing. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
A gain of 27 on the play. And a Washington first down.
Gets this one to Morris.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Downing's pass. Complete to number 13. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Downing. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First down. Downing. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 3rd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. now to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver. And they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Commanders territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check contact, check contact.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Check back, check back. Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw here. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Woods down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, check that.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Hopkins' kick is good, and in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mills used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 9 now. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Come on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Buffalo 18. Hey, pass. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down?
Mustang 19. Come back in. Panther 11. Panther 11.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Off-play action. Downing. That's into the hands of Edwards.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now they'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run on first down. It's Woods. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Downing. And this is going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there. It was just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Downing. Got an open man. Finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He finds his man. Complete. That's Morris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, they're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Gibson on the out route. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Downing. And his throw here's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit out back on their heels, but they had a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And this is caught inside the 5. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now.
Vikings 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
So victory here for the Commanders.
And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Helping them just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Commanders,
it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they